everyone, Healing Fairy here with your weekly energy update. This week we're tuning into the week of September 8th to the 14th for some insight and guidance on what is coming up this week. And our crystal is Howlite, so I'll get more into that later at the end. So our first theme for this coming week is space. So I'm gonna say two groups of people this week. You're either going to be one of those that is going to have to create space where you're so busy, there's so much going on, or you're going to be the other group where you're seeming to find a lot of space. And that theme of space is really about breath work, allowing yourself to integrate. There's a lot of different energies and things that are playing out, but the main idea is that you find time to digest, because the last few months were a lot. I mean, this year hasn't been as crazy as last year to me anyways, but it's been a lot. We're gonna need quite a bit of time to digest everything that's happening. So this week, you're either going to find yourself having pockets of time and space and moments to integrate those energies, or you're going to have to create it. So if you're one of those people that this week looking ahead, you're like, yeah, I'm going to need to set some time and space because I have so much on my to-do list, you can give yourself half an hour every day, and that's really not a lot, guys. When you think of the whole 24 hours we have, it can be in a half an hour before bed. And even if you can't do the half hour, give yourself 15 minutes, at least five minimum, okay? And all you have to do is put your phone away for that amount of time, put away distractions, close the door. You can even turn it into something like a little ritual bath or taking some time away reading. But what that does is it allows your nervous system to just reset. So you can do some breath work in that as well. Whatever you feel kind of compelled to do. But you don't have to do anything. It doesn't have to be specific. The whole idea is that you're giving yourself space. You're giving yourself time for your body to integrate. And it's almost like when you eat your food, you eat it, blah, blah, blah. And then there's digestion that goes on. And this digestion, we don't necessarily see it. We don't really feel it, it's something that kind of happens under the surface. So it's that same thing with integration. It's so important, but we often don't really realize it's happening or going on. So give yourself that space if you don't have it. And if you are seeing, perfect, maybe dedicate little things. And it's really like pull away from the distractions. So technology, people, give yourself that time. The other thing I feel is, especially if you're workaholic, like you work all the time, it's something that I find when I finally have to go to the washroom and I take a moment to pee, it's like, oh, okay, I can finally take a breath. And in those 2 to 5 minutes, maybe extend your bathroom break. Just give yourself some time to just breathe, relax, ground yourself, okay? And it makes such a huge difference for you dealing with whatever it is going on in your life. So let's move on to our cards from the angels. Theme number 2, we got breathe. Look at that. So the second thing that's coming up is the power of our breath. Things are stressful. We focus on our breath. We focus on what is automatic, but also what's something that you can focus on to help you work through this. And oftentimes, if we get worked up, our breath shortens. Even it is said that we as humans don't breathe deeply enough on a day-to-day basis. So make sure you're getting your breaths in there. Look into breath work. It is amazing how you can regulate your body through breath work. And the card says, take several deep breaths, exhale slowly to awaken your energy, to release old patterns. So that is another thing. We can actually use breath work to let go, to release. We can also use it to attract, to manifest. So this week, I've already kind of talked about it intuitively, so it's just confirmation, and it just brings this even more to the forefront. It's probably going to be stressful for some of you guys, and for others, you'll really be able to find space to breathe, to really exhale, allow your energy to expand, be seen, having room to just do what you want, or to just be yourself. So Really cool how that came up. Theme number 3, all is well. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to, with hidden blessings you will soon understand. Things that are unfolding this week are miracles in the making, and they are also based on divine timing. So if something tragic or difficult is happening to you this week, remember this is all part of the divine plan. And sometimes we don't see the blessing until we're on the other side. But sometimes just knowing that, okay, this is part of my path. I'm meant to go through this, and there's something good coming out of this, helps you to move forward. It helps you to accept it, embrace it in your life. Because some of those hard things, they're going to happen to you regardless or not, you know? And the sooner you accept them and work through them, the sooner you can overcome them. But if you have this, like, I'm not going to work through it, stress, no, I'm not accepting this, even though it's already there on your lap, you're creating a block for yourself. And you're only prolonging you dealing with this even longer, right? So, all is well, things are unfolding in divine timing. This one also says to me, for you guys that are worrying about how things are showing up and like, I don't have this on time, you know, don't stress about it. It is meant to be the way it's happening, so trust. Okay, and our last theme is you are safe with Archangel Michael. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. So you are being watched over, you're being protected constantly. Okay, this is something that's not just on a day-to-day basis. Your angels are pretty much always there trying to support you. They can help you even more if you ask them or allow them into your life, support you. So you can say, I call upon my angels to help protect me today. That automatically, they're there, they show up, and they fight for you. They work for you. So this is also, as a theme that's showing up this coming week, is a need to be mindful of your energy. I'm hearing the word energy vampires. So there's a few of you, they're saying about 2/3 watching this video, that are around people that are real energy vampires. And what those are is people that are just draining. And oftentimes the people that are draining, they don't know that they are. Sometimes it's just their energy and they have wounds they need to work through. Or they're coming to you to really take all your good stuff. And, you know, they feel great at the end of the day and you feel really depleted and really exhausted. And you're like, why the hell do I feel this way? So be mindful of this, working with boundaries, saying no, not going to the event because you know you're going to be drained or you want to avoid this person. You know, like intuitively, you know who those people are. I say trust yourself. If you have to be like, are they? Well, go spend some time with them. And if you feel like really drained, sad, tired after, that's a clear indicator. So trust your gut, you know, but also make sure you are taking the steps to protect yourself, because boundaries are all about self-protection, self-preservation, so that you can keep your energy, because you're going through your own stuff. You don't need to be giving it away to the public or, you know, so-and-so. And especially somebody who's not necessarily going to be using it for their best interest, right? We should be having relationships, friendships, connections with people that are giving back. It's balance. It's not just a one-way conversation. It's so important. So be mindful of your protection this week, because you don't need to deal with these energy vampires. If you just say no, put up protection, you can avoid having to deal with that and feeling even more weight on your shoulders. So okay, our crystal, halite. So this one came up because I do feel this week some of you guys are having a hard time sleeping, calming down, finding peace, finding breath, finding space, all of the above. Halite is an amazing crystal to help you find that. And oftentimes I'm talking to the overthinkers who can't seem to get out of their head. I'm like, oh, I have this to do and this, and I'm here and I'm there, and you go to bed and you're like, your head's going. Have a piece of halite with you, and you can put it under your pillow. I have one under my pillow, or you can hold on to it. You can put all your crazy thoughts in there. I do this exercise where I breathe in and then I breathe out of my third eye, and you would actually breathe into the crystal, or you can do the reverse. Breathe the energy of the crystal and do it near your head, right? Because that's where a lot of that energy is up here. The other thing this will help you do is find deeper sleep and have more vivid dreams. So if that's something that you're attracted to, great crystal to work with. Okay, guys, that is it for this week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Take care.